And welcome back to 59 Minutes. My name is Levi Kones. We're here with SHARON KORIR. She is the founder of Save a Woman Foundation. We're talking about matters to do with fistula. You can see on our ticker down there, we are discussing why the conversation on fistula must continue. So, why must it continue?
Levi, it must continue because we must put an end to fistula.
Yeah.
We must put an end to...
How high are the statistics in terms of who can get?
The number of women who get fistula in a year is about 10,000. Those are reported. Those are the ones who can access hospitals and they get assistance. Sadly, you can imagine the unreported cases. It goes between 30 to 300,000. Yes.
Wow.
It's that crazy. So many women are suffering in silence. Many women don't even know they have fistula.
Yeah. Shame, stigma.
Shame, all that, the stigma. Then you know, normally women, they are different. There are those who discharge urine and stool. There are those who even discharge gas. So you can imagine this that is around people who, when you're around people, when you're, at your workplace, it makes life impossible. Life goes to a standstill completely because you find that women, we keep saying when we have our meetings that you feel like you're living dead. You're actually alive but dead. Because you completely shun away from people.
Is there a pressure with the diagnosis because sometimes you may not know? Is there any opportunity? Maybe you might think it's you who's not being able to control yourself. Do we have that? Yeah,
there's a lady even who was being told probably because she didn't do a tummy trimming belt when she delivered her baby. Others think that maybe it's just normal after delivery. Maybe it's part of being a mother. Because the incontinence are those who, when they laugh, they lick urine. When they cough, they lick urine. When they're doing their chores or when they're busy in the, the way you do housework, then you finally have a sweaty smell or now it's a urine smell. So there are those who think it's quite normal because of the level of incontinence is on the lower side. For those of us who, who had it like 4th degree, like practically using adult diapers and sanitary towels, is when you realize that, it's not normal. This baby really distorted the muscles completely, so you just know that it's not normal.
Yeah. So is there once you've had surgery, for example, like yourself, are you in any danger of any recurrence?
Yes, Levi. In case I deliver my baby again through normal childbirth, I'll be prone to, of course, another fistula again. So I'm advised to deliver a baby through cesarean section, the next baby that I want to, if I ever want to.
You'd have to have an elective.
Oh, yes. And then again, other than that, I think there's really nothing that you're really prone to. Just apart from the delivery with CS, yeah, that's it. I think that's it. You go back to 100% shape after delivery. There's no much complications. Yeah.
So actually, post-surgery, it is possible to live a very normal life once again.
Completely. Totally. Yeah. Your vaginal muscles become intact. They become tight. Your rectal muscles are tight. Levi, we are seated here. And I can be able to hold my urine very comfortably and my feces for hours. I can do a long drive. You go back to normal completely. I think the only part is that we normally comes is just the mental part, affirmation and the validation aspect. Whether are we able to satisfy our husbands and all that and our boyfriends, whatever, regardless. And there's that affirmation validation that keeps coming, but it's mental, you see.
Okay, so it's only just a mental
war now. It's just a mental. And who can validate you, Levi? It's only God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I say you need to be your best cheerleader.
Exactly.
You start with the cheerleading of the self.
Exactly. It begins from you.
Yes.
So we normally laugh about it in the WhatsApp group, and then we're chatting and we are like, But at the end of the day, it begins from you. You need to believe in yourself. Yeah. And you need to get affirmation. Trust in God. You are wonderfully and beautifully made. God knows why you went through this, and He's perfected you out of surgery, and you're okay now. So it's just everything is just within the mind.
Yeah. I like how you say the WhatsApp group. So you do have a place where you can seek help, and a place where people can come of like minds. How does somebody, how would you tell that mother who's watching at home, who does not have a support system, who does not know anybody else who is having this condition, who doesn't know where to start? Where should they start?
Levi, I formed the WhatsApp group. I called it Fistula Champions, because whether or not you're in the process of healing or you're before healing or even after, like we are all champions. It's not easy. It's not easy facing the reality that you are fistula and coming out boldly just to speak about it, to seek for help.
It's not easy, by the way. You're very bold to do this.
It's It's not.
And then you have people looking at you funny sometimes after
What do you
that.
mean? There's a stigma. I'm already rejected. Trust me, everywhere. I don't want to quote exactly places where I feel like these things changed. Totally. The perception, the mindset. At times they look at me and they're like, you know, things changed. And I remember I even shared it with my first surgeon. And he reflected back when he started doing fistula work, when he used to work in some organization here in Nairobi. And once he started doing the fistula work, you know, like passionately, he was sacked. So there's a serious stigma with fistula, sadly. And any person who tends to associate with the poor there's something about it. They get rejected. I don't know for what reason. And yet, when you think about it on my end, service to God is service to humanity.
It is service to humanity.
Exactly. So I'm actually serving God. It's a ministry.
It is.
Yeah, it's a ministry. So sadly, you'll get that so often. And then again, yes, we have this Fistula Champions WhatsApp group that I formed, and I actually on my Facebook page, SHARON KORIR, so people are joining in. And you'll find that those who join in at some point, they leave because they're still not yet there to share. There's one I called and I told her, are you willing to join the group and please share the experience, connect with women who've not gotten healing, part of hope, building hope to others who've not gotten the surgery yet, and just to give them hope. One of them was, a couple of them, they told me we cannot even talk about it yet. There's one who's in Eldoret who told me, I gave a call and I said, now I have this WhatsApp group. Do you mind if you join in and just share with others, or you listen now in because you're still out to get surgery? So she told me, Sharon, I can't even talk about fistula on phone. Walls have ears. We need to sit down. You come to Eldoret, we sit to talk about it. That's how far we've got. We are not yet free to talk about sexuality matters. It's so personal. And I even, one question I asked her, how have you survived since 2011 with licking poop, feces? How have you survived? So she told me, once you come to Eldoret, let's have lunch. Let's talk about it. So we are still getting there. Women are not, they still feel emotionally drained. Emotionally, you know, what will my husband say when I talk about it in media? That's another thing. What will my in-laws talk about? Say? Yeah. What will the perception with my friends? Yeah. So there's a lot of coming in. My children, that's another thing. What will my children think when I'm there talking about fistula? So it's a very hard conversation. And we thank God for the group that have come in, and even one of them is an elite. She's working for one of the leading banks, and she's in the human resource group, leading, you know, one of the leaders of the, you know, in the human resources group. There's even, at some point when I started up my YouTube channel, I wanted to reach out to some lady who is a retired captain. Yeah. From one of those powerful people in Moi's regime. So I went to her place in Karen and I told her, I want you to show up in the closet with SHARON KORIR because you're talking about matters fistula. And she said, don't even think about it. I can't talk about fistula on YouTube. That she can't. So it's a very, very difficult conversation. Having people come out to talk about it freely, as I said, is quite hard. Then such women who are watching us right now, they can reach out through my social media pages, Levi. If you're home, you can access Facebook, get there, it's on my wall. You can join into our WhatsApp group, then we can get to assist you on a one-on-one basis. And if you're home and you don't have WhatsApp, just do WhatsApp. Probably they don't have WhatsApp, probably don't have social media. Maybe we can reach out. You can reach out on through CAS TV, right?
Yeah, if they get in touch with us, we'll put them in touch with you straight.
Yes. Because now you can imagine she can't reach out through Facebook. She can reach out through my YouTube channel, and maybe we can also leave out a contact. Yeah. Let's do that at the very end so that we can make sure that those people who need to have help get help. Yes. Yeah, because some are hearing even for the very first time that there could be help, you know. So many people, if you say people have suffered 19 years. 19 years, even 40. And let me tell you, Liv, I really want to applaud you for even hosting me, because I have I've been around these media stations, and some of them would even tell me, don't even mention vagina. And don't talk about it as reproductive health organs. Talk about it as, you know, private, you know, because people are not there yet. You know, people are not opened up to...
they don't want to...
You get.
We don't want to let our imaginations imagine too much.
And also probably they still feel like it's still private. It's like in African culture, if you want to request for the ladies, you probably have to whisper, you know, like, where are the ladies, you know, because matters sexuality is very, very, very private and uptight. You know, where are the toilets? You know, normally...
Has that helped in making sure that fistula has continued to be grow unabated?
Yes. In terms of reaching out, yes, it has helped, because at least by now, there are a number of people now who are able to know what fistula is. Most people now are getting to know what I'm doing. There's a lady, SHARON, KORIR, some millions of Kenyans are on the rise. And even when I'm on the street or in Java or somewhere, someone will always be like, "You taught me about fistula," and I'm like, wow.
Has it surprised you? that you know that it's the gospel has gone far and wide like this?
Yes, it does surprise me, and it's very humbling. Liver, it's very humbling when people are getting to come out boldly to say they have fistula and they're getting surgeries. Others are still waiting, you know, seeing which organizations that can assist, including our foundation, once we get funding, to come in to help them get the surgery. So there's an impact. The media and also the social media has created a significant impact.
So this Save a Woman Foundation, what do you want to do?
Wow. So
right now in this time.
And this season, after the launch, post-launch, now is on the ground.
Yeah, because, you know, people say, okay, ume launch, sasa.
Exactly. Nini tena, you know. So we are here, you have gotten the correct partnerships in terms of getting a launch up, you know, running in the Hill Park. The launch was good. We had partners coming in, potential partners also coming in to understand the conversation about fistula and all that. So the Save a Woman Fistula Foundation, as I said, is a beacon of hope. It's a safe space for women to get that mental healing. So we are in the inception stages, as I said, and we're hoping that we can get an office where women can come in and walk out, and we can, you know, talk to them, find healing, tell them, you know, about the surgery, how it will be. So by the time they're going to the hospitals to even get surgery, it's already sorted out mentally of what to expect. Then also, if you can get the proper sponsorships, we can also help give quality obstetric care. We can be able to pay that 30,000 for that woman and restore dignity. Yeah, if it's 2 women, 60. But that woman is deep, because, as I said, women are the backbone of the society. Once we can be able to restore one woman, that wife, we are restoring a whole home, a marriage, the kids. It's a whole, you know, the society at large. Then from then on, back again to mental healing, so that she can heal after the post-surgery. Then again, having her to reintegrate back to the society, equipping her husband, her family, her relatives about fistula, and telling them it's nothing about witchcraft or any taboo associated. She simply had fistula because of the childbirth, and now she's back, she's healed. Accept her back and make her feel at home. Yeah, so once we can be able to do that, creating awareness and the surgeries and the mental healing, and then back to reintegration to the society, we'll have set our objectives right. We would have achieved our goals as a foundation.
You will have done the things that you need to do.
Yes.
What about younger girls?
There are young girls also who get fistula.
Yeah. Are you making them at least in terms of awareness? Because many times like this, we would say we are talking to people who have fistula. What about those who don't? And in terms of just awareness, like, you know, people like me who had no idea, people like young girls who, you know, will be mothers one day, most likely, and, you know, have no idea that it could be this thing. Are you teaching them what to look out for? Because you mentioned your doctor was late.
Yeah, so what we're doing is that for now, those are plans, activities that we are setting forth in the future to do awareness even in the universities through online. You know, through campus girls, having to get, you know, even secondary schools, as early as secondary to campus, and even further, even to workstations, so that people can know that anybody in that space who has leaking urine, whatever. And even in the event that these girls in the university get pregnant, they get fistula, it wouldn't be something strange, they would be in the know. So part of outreach, going to the girls in the high schools, and also the girls and boys in university, and even to the workspace.
Yeah. So what's the take-home message this morning?
This morning, I just want to thank you all for listening and watching, rather, Levi and I just want to encourage all of us that let us make fistula a household name. If you're at home, share with a family member. If you're in your workspace, share with your colleagues about fistula. Not everybody necessarily who's smelling urine and feces is dirty or unkempt or clumsy. She could be suffering from fistula. So encourage a sister to get help. Yeah, let's be our sisters' keepers. Very important.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. I think we can call it a morning on that note. You did say you'd leave a number for anybody who is not on social media.
Wow. Yes, yes, I will.
Levi, can they reach out on email or something?
Yeah, Sharon. My email is sharonolo23@gmail.com. And yeah, please get me on my Facebook, Sharon KORIR, on my Twitter, Sharon KORIR18, my Instagram, Sharon KORIR, and also on my Facebook, the Save a Woman Fistula Foundation. Do a text, inbox me what your issue, and whether you feel like or you suspect to be having fistula, then I'll get back. I'll definitely get back. Thank you.
Yeah, and where you cannot reach Sharon, you can of course call us on our numbers on the screen, and we'll make sure that you get in touch with her. If you are somebody suffering from fistula, and you know somebody who is, help is here. And Sharon is here with the Save a Woman Foundation. So glad of the work you're doing.
Thank you so much, Levi, for your support. Going. Thank you so much for everything. I always love coming to CAST to have these conversations. Yeah, very soon you're going to be saying you're going, umeenda sana, huwezi kuja CAST. No. Levi, how? Make sure umerudi nyumbani. Nimerudi nyumbani kabisa. Yeah. Thank you. We'll leave it there. Good morning, good day, God bless you, and stay tuned for later coming up with Losu.